Just now we have seen the programming for web service provider. Now let us see programming for web service consumer. We will start with consuming a default GET service. For this lesson, you are advised to refer to the classes as stated in the screen. In this example, REST client app is invoking a default service named teacher using HTTP. When the web service sees this, it will find the mapping URI declared in teacher service in REST provider and execute a method named getDefaultTeacherMessage. This method returns a plain text to the service consumer. First, we create an object that represents a client to Java REST service. We name the object as client. Then, we encapsulate the target URI using target method from the client object. This method returns an object from web target. We will use this method to invoke the service in REST provider. To invoke the service in REST provider, we use web target object to call get method. This method returns an object of response. There are a lot of things that we can do with the object of response. For example, at line label as A, we can get the response code from the provider. This code indicates the status of the request made to the provider. We use this code to evaluate the status of the response, either good or bad. If it is bad, then we can tell our program to display an error message and the description of the status as shown in the line label as B. If the status of the response is good, we can retrieve the type of the response and return to the provider. This is referring to the declared MIME type at the provider side. And we can retrieve the output or response from the provider using readEntity method. This method here will stringify the response into a string. This is the program that we use to consume our web service from console application. Okay, the method that we have seen previously is implemented within this method, which is getMessage. So this is the method. So we pass our default URI here and it will get implemented here. Okay, then we go back to the main. Okay, and this is our base URI. And we are calling getMessage. So it will give, it should display a message retrieved from the web service. So let's run our application here. So we click here, REST client app. And it gives us the output from the web service.